Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our followers of Dhikr of Allah channel, welcome all of you. Today we will speak about the fourth method, An-Najasa. Writing the chapters of the Quran with filth. The Sahir writes a verse of the Quran with minces discharge or other filth fluids, then recites his polytheistic incantations. As a result, a jinn appears, then the Sahir orders him to obey his orders. There is no gainsaying the explicit disbelief in this method, because ridiculing a chapter or even a verse of the Quran is a form of disbelief, let alone writing it with filth. The fifth method, at-tankis, anagrammatizing words of the Quran. The Sahir, may Allah's curse be upon him, rewrites the words of one of the chapters of the Quran backwards while reciting his incantation. Then the jinn appears and the Sahir orders him to do what he wants. This is obviously a forbidden method, as it contains acts of polytheism and disbelief. The sixth method, at-tanjim, communicating with a certain star. This method is also known as a rust from Tarsi to observe. The Sahir waits and observes the sky until a specific star emerges, then talks to it using enchanting language and another incantation that contains words of polytheism and disbelief, which only Allah knows of. He then performs some movements which he claims make the spirits of the star discount, but this in fact an act of worshipping that star instead of worshipping Allah. The Sahir may not be aware of his action, but this is an act of worshipping and extolling other than Allah. As a result of this worship, the demons execute the Sahir's orders. However, the Sahir believes it is the star which helps him. Yet the star which is falsely accused is not even aware of what is happening. The sorcerers claim that this type of the Sihr cannot be resolved unless the star reappears. There are stars which appears only once a year, so they wait and observe until it reappears, recite an incantation in which they seek refuge in that star to resolve this Sihr. The act of disbelief lies in praising and seeking refuge other than Allah, not to mention the incantation which contain words of disbelief. The seventh method, al-kaf, drawing a square around the left hand of a young child. The Sahir brings a young child who has not yet reached puberty, provided that the boy is not in a state of wudu, then takes his left hand and draws a square around it. The Sahir writes incantation contains words of polytheism around four corners of the square. Afterwards he puts oil and blue rose or oil and blue ink in the hand of the child, which is in the square. He then writes other incantation in single words on a rectangular piece of paper. Then he puts the piece of paper over the face of the child as a shade or a cover, putting a cap on so that it remains firm. He then covers the child completely with a thick garment. At this time, the child looks at his hand, but obviously cannot see the Sahir as he is in a darkness. The Sahir being reciting an incantation which contains words of extreme disbelief. As a result, the child feels as if the darkness has turned into light and sees the moving image in his hand. What do you see? The Sahir asks the child. The child answers, I see the picture of a man. The Sahir says, tell him the Sahir says so and so. Then the image starts moving according to his orders. This method is mostly used in looking for lost things. Again, there is no gainsaying the acts of polytheism and disbelief and all the strange incantation involved in this method. The eighth method, al-athar, traces of a smell of sweet in garments. The Sahir asked the patient to bring a garment that has traces of the smell of his or her sweet, such as handkerchief, turban, or shirt. Suppose the garment is handkerchief, he would note the handkerchief so that it measures the thickness of 4 fingers. He then holds it firmly and recites a Dhikr chapter Quran or and other short chapter of the Quran in loud voice. Then he recites an incantation silently and calls the Jinn, saying, if this patient's illness has been caused by a Jinn, then shorten this garment. If the patient's illness has been caused by the evil eye, then lengthen it. If the patient's illness has been caused naturally, then leave the length of garments as it. The Sahir remeasured the handkerchief if it exceeds 4 fingers. He says to the patient, you suffer from effects of genocide. If it less, he says to the patient, you suffer from the effect of Jinn. If the size of garments is still 4 fingers, he says to the patient, there is nothing wrong with you, go and see the doctor. Comments on this method. 1. The Sahir confused the patient. He recites verses of the Quran loudly in order to make the patient believe that he is being treated with the Quran. This is not case, for the secret lies in the incantation which he recites silently. 2. Seeking the assistance of the Jinn and appealing to them is an act of polytheism. 3. The Jinn tell many lies. Who knows whether this Jinn was telling the truth or was lying? The work of some sorcerers has been tested, and it was proven that sometimes they were telling the truth, but most of the time they were telling lies. For instance, a patient said to me, a Sahir told him or her that he or she suffered from the effect of evil eye when I recited some verses of the Quran for the patient and Jinn spoke through the patient. This is revealed that the patient didn't suffer from the evil eye. Examples such as this are common as well as other methods, of which I am not aware. To here, we finished our video for today. If you like this video, don't forget to press like for this video. And don't forget to subscribe our channel. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.